nhớ trong ý chung này là sẽ là cũng sẽ là trong xe phải tao này sẽ là tôi đâu thà bên nó cũng mấy thu khó chịu sang hàng và nó này thấy thu lúa thế mà này cứ và nó và tao mỗi lúc trong hoa là ba bây giờ mua thì là sầu hay là mua thì là cho bây giờ mua thì xin nó tao này bắt chạy tao Johnny Tongpao lì nhớ trong sư phụ Johnny
nhớ trong xe là cộng có thể cho phong gì sẽ đây
ôi cha nhớ cha bên này là cái nhớ bên Brisbane hai đứa cha chồng muốn sẽ là tại sao cô thằng nó Johnny mà Johnny nhớ về sư phụ Johnny nhớ đâu bên Brisbane nè nhà bên cầu tê họ cũng nhớ rồi nhà cái tê nó bên đó tê chiều xí lên mà đã tới cho nè ok nhớ Brisbane là quay chàng hỗ trợ rồi cha bên cái hả
các cô trong thiên đi xin vì họ virus mình chỉ sẽ là cứ nhớ xem mình chỉ sẽ đi xin các cô trong thiên cô xin nhớ thiên Brisbane cô nhớ sợ giờ
Melbourne bây giờ chắc bên này sẽ là bọn chạy tụi cái mà đi nó coronavirus nó thế
cô bảo cho thiên đi xin nhớ ở Brisbane nói thì bây giờ bây chỉ chạy thiên đi xin bây cô giống như là hay social distancing cơ bây giờ nhớ gì thiên nhớ họ vào học chế thiên so I think bây cô nhớ giống như đấy yeah
là ok thì vấn đề sĩ thà là cú những bao tiền này sẽ là cho nhau trong cái kiểu sẽ là những bao sư phụ cho những dòng là đó mà các học viên chỉ đâu cho tôi chỉ đâu bao cái gì thì vấn đề cái gì là sư phụ cho nên là các họ giờ lần thứ các tôi đã chỉ đó là ya
yeah okay vấn đề cú là tôi lu cho họ sư phụ nó cú giờ ít tu nên tham gia sự I'm no one special cú họ lười mua công ty và họ lựa học factory chứ, cô chỉ và đã chỉ là lo thế, giờ thằng vợ chú hồ yêu thiết chế gì, là và cho họ lựa nó chứ, thì是cô giờ tôi nên tham gia chứ,
đó là khó cô sang cái tham gia, vấn đề cái giờ là và sư phụ nó cái chỉ là hiểu không cái đấy hả?
Even ta xin nó cô chỉ bảo hay là mong mình thằng này sẽ là giá trị đi xí cô chỉ bảo hay là mong giờ khi cô sắm khi tao cô xí cô chỉ một phong như mong tao thế cô cho phong như giờ phẳng đâu lì hay nên sửa nên lo nên ăn kỹ thì xí nên mong để cô chỉ cộng đâu thế cô là bảo hay là mong vì cô yêu ít cái bữa mong thì also là tôi cho họ lấy sư phụ nó thì mà cởi sư
cái cô hay là mong tao rong cái cầu mà so tôi trả lời là like bây giờ lo mình cả lại thì why did you become a sư phụ nè bây giờ có thể là một sư phụ nè
yeah that's a great question lo nó nó đi chuyện chẳng hạn đợt của tôi khen you know giờ của khi cô lấy của chúng tôi ba hay thì của sao là vậy tôi sư phụ của chúng tôi ba hay thì của sao là chẳng vắt chữ I guess vắt chữ who you is the best way to put it vắt chữ của who you got you bảo nữ and then you lo chọn thiệt cho hay thì cho cái chẳng như bộ một chân, you see, cô giờ tụi nên cô chỉ là chân tin nên nè, cô giờ tụi nên giờ ni mua đất chi, cô giờ chịu thiệt, cô giờ chịu chơi, cô giờ chịu sang chỗ, giờ dùng hay tiệt, bộ một chân, giờ ni mua chân, then cô chơi yếu, so cô có journey, one day cô làm chân, bắt chữ để cô giờ chịu chơi dùng như vậy.
cái hay thì vắt chữ hu là này cái ý nhục biết cái damage the patient bây giờ vắt chữ hu là nhớ được cái chạy đi chả
yeah you know thầu vắt chữ hu what actually happens is usually you mua ít cho cái trọng xe nè you mua ít khỏi usually you bảo hay tiền you mua ít ở chỉ là trọng you xe là kia you là hu you bé tí neng bé xí bé lo bonje long tí xí to sáng chụp li giờ những cái xe to sáng chụp li 你从一路写的后有到上周边啊，
这才的头有了我那一路写朋友几多才那边，你要几多让你碰没考，而且朋友了一来的忽悠的时候，这个有时到么抽风之后呢，他家里说不呀
？Yeah，老路重写，你就要老路叫路有财上车。有几种人的，你从一路写，你后有头数头有个对着的，有个其实有啊，有个啥对着，有对着的，有去包的不么真了，怎么真呢？有对着的，有种几多，这是头你比从一路写嘞，你去做有钱啊。
Okay.
And then我有就冇吹的冇贴的不么真。
个是现代每家嘛吃饭我哋个睇只是写的我这个呢我这个要切个要多
Yeah 有啊系啲投资many years 老之上呢要别系啲的退休头这个长线的啷个好有了线啊many years 老之上这是用机一路时候 and for my experience 我都听用机一路时候要挖住长期一路时要帮我命系啲 OK 都要挖住了要好有了even though 你好古 still 得着系啲不紧要古了真挖住贴不紧要古了多做呢种咯vì 古做好了 at 路时候的呢 I was making good money 古到做好了用睇呢用要做好了嚟借要冇到做幾次啊要論呢要做上啲要做包啲啲啊
這要你嚟借這裡還有這你個可 inspire 個那個要除了為到師傅你還去呢
Yeah what they tell you you G to chew you food to chew no and for me personally Lucy Ho Gunji Vachuna it's almost like Ninjia ke Kulushian and Ninjia ke Kulumning and you bought Hatia you bought Toya Hokulunina Toya Gujai Toya Pet Toya Bear new bought that and Lucy Ho no good somewhat getting na it's almost like new bought Toya and then Tony bought Toya good somewhat getting idea what you I know it's you could you sign your jacket with good somewhat color this you Lucy Ho no something special happened and Lucy Ho no young even though new bought Toya job pick one it's almost like his presence你就落佢嘅股啦，係啲 yes 股博個係啲個嘢嚟錯，啲事股就攞個 ，and 股攞個冇呢咯，股落多聽個落錯，and then when you exposed to 你博錯呀 ，and 你就攞要 ，it's almost like at that moment 股攞些對嘅 ，and 頭股攞些對。กูให้เดียโอเคกูรู้นิ่งจีกูมาฟีแล้วก็เลย
Alright so it's kind of like 不要เดียก็ว่าจะจะเกิดรู้นะยังจะเกิดรู้ว่าก็ต่อลันเดมา不要不么说ก็ต่อลันเดจะหาเดียน的อยู่รุ่นกูยังมุ่ง到长到呀的อยู่รุ่นนั่นก็อยู่ที่到么จะเกิดสิรู้นี่的จะเกิดรู้นี่的อยู่不要จะ说มุ่งก็ให้นะมาว่าจะเกิดรู้มาจะเกิดรู้ว่าวันนี้เรามีการให้ unconditional love นะ不要就如果用一陪着啦，你在有啲事啦，不一定的。
You know, sister, 你估要聽啲事 ，it's there's a greater word, and 老路no，要老路 grace。有個有一種經，you listening to my sister's topic，個老路 grace no，個you understand。
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
有個老路 grace。Lalu grace no ni torture unconditional love. Vì lalu grace no na Lolo grace not say hay dia. You were paid. Đâu ít tu neng. Đi chỉ tu neng ni做些做嘢呐，你做些sacrifice 呐，sacrifice 都有。So it's a deeper word, deeper meaning than unconditional love, and the word is grace. And I'll encourage your listeners. We are telling your listeners show it to grace.
Okay啦，因为那个孩子啊，你那都快在讲那个那就班正啊，你那就给在钱没能到班了呀，一个班干正的会也班正对呢，班没能被会讲。
So we're called the Christian and Missionary Alliance. So CNMA. And by Christians, no, it was founded on Christian, so talking and missionary. Lolo missionary say that you musa zomong jong or you do.
They talk about the seafood. I got nya penya te cho Australia na pe pomo cha te wa seafood de la ma. I got te mu kong da la ma.
Nhân da pe cho mong ni ku chi mo na. Nhân là bây giờ mong nếu cứ mua chọn jeng bắt chứ, đi chỉ mua kia ít tu tổ kia luôn mình mua seafood.
Okay.
I had the privilege of mua nhon cho thế cỡ cho seafood mika.
Okay.
And you really understand hay the cho kiến jeng jong đi cả tiệt at a deeper level. So I was blessed.
Chị xài nó chị muốn hay là chị cái giờ bên mong thơ tụ sư phu à rồi bưng chân là bây giờ nhớ thì tiêu để cho nó.
Yes, like
I like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say this, but yes, in Brisbane, the place to seafood, we also have ipanjing the cans.
Okay.
And ipanjing the cans, niku lagu mo ito seafood here. We are blessed to have another seafood. Có bao salt here.
Okay là đó coi đi to okay ta cũng không có rồi sai rồi cái chuyện lúa thì cho cái chuyện rồi lúa thì chỉ cái seafood lúa chắc rồi bây giờ.
Yeah, I'm very young. Yeah, you could lúa there this year. You know, we're lucky to be where we are. Especially more Hmong có bao của neng jong. It's I have to give the credit to my father-in-law and bejo niat cho si kai cho kia da bejo minyo yo. Yes, I may be the first seafood in Brisbane. Yes, ku yata tau to seafood in Brisbane. This year, ku nyo no vi cho lau kai cho kia ko be po tau su. And this is something I hope that your young listeners would appreciate and to understand. It's very important.
I think that probably take me to my next question, right? What advice would you give to a young person, right, who is considering joining like your religious? Cái gì advice the cú cái giờ tôi hay cho đó cú nào, cú theo liền đi nào advice đó cú giờ thì cú giờ join này nè.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, what advice would I give someone to become Christian?
Yeah.
Advice Kuku would give to anyone is Yesu, is Jesus. Is don't use human methods. Toshi Yuruchi, introduce them to Jesus. Sailino.
Okay.
The advice I would give is Yoko supported tia hatia Jesus pomocheng.
Chỉ có chụp khi câu share xong rồi, chỉ có chụp khi câu share dân, chỉ thầu cái dân tại chỉ bây giờ我哋係耶穌應嘢做啊，你可以嘅這個。
Yeah, like I mean, it's your own personal faith. Right? Yeah. You know,
and also I think so you talk about your role that ก็ขอรุ่นเขาเหลือก็เราจะมองอย่างที่แต่ชิมันเดียมrồi đi cú follow cái nhá mà cái gì ít tu tí thì itu ni na wa ya hai young leader itu mong itu thay cho ni na wa yang tàu mù cử cái wa li de khok kia cái ni na wa le cho nó cho hầu da lo na có họ share chi da pe she ya có họ mù cử na ne có họ cử tàu đó chi lòi tại do là cho là khok kia da pe cho ni na lùa thia ai cả là họ tàu lúc năng họ có họ trong chân nó mù ya thì cái share tàu em gì xong thế
Yeah, there's probably outside of my faith, so outside of the Christian faith and outside of Jesus, and the first thing is I want to stress, if I can look into your listeners' hearts and shake them and tell them this is it.
You know what? Can I just you can actually speak in English? I think speak English because most of the young people, so they can understand fully. Because I really want to, because I really want you to share some of the the leadership principle that you have been learning.
Okay,
this is crucial for the youngster, right?
Okay, so I'm going to look at you, young people, you young beautiful people, and please, this is the biggest thing that I can tell you. The power of compounding. The power of compounding. If I can share anything outside of my faith, I would say personal development and the power of compounding. Say, hey, dear, start early. Start early. If you ask anyone who's 45, 50, they will always say, if I was your age, I would do this. If I could give you any advice, it would be start now. Don't wait. Do it today. Warren Buffett is one of the greatest investors of our contemporary time. And Warren Buffett makes billions and billions of dollars every single year. So Warren Buffett, what is the greatest investment I can make? And Warren Buffett, the greatest investment you can make is in yourself. The greatest return is the investment in yourself. So for the young people listening, please hear me. Personal development, the power of compounding in personal development. It will explode your life in ways that you could never imagine.
Can you? What is personal development? What do I do? What should I do? What do I do if I want to get into one of those? What is the first step that I have to do?
Yeah, personal development is different for many people. Personal development, say, hey, dear, go to Ken, go to Ken long down. So let me give you an example. In most workplaces, if you're working as an accountant and go get promoted to a leader or manager now, the issue or you're a good accountant. This in terms of dealing with people now and leadership now. You're a great accountant, but once you move to a position of leadership, you're now missing something now. And in the workforce, we have too many skilled people in the actual job who are promoted. But once promoted, so to make up the gap is personal development. This is the reason why the teachers in Australia now, they're almost forced to do. It's a requirement now to do PD or personal development.
So what are you advised? Like, what would be the first personal development program that I should get involved? And what is it? Do I attend a seminar? Do I read book? What is it? Can you? Mention that. Yeah.
There's no right or wrong answer here. It's all of the above. Now, it depends on your learning style. For example, let me give the king for an example. There's many things I do. Of course, yes, read books. Leaders are readers. You should be reading at least one book a week, minimum. Okay, in whatever field you want to grow in. You should always be growing, at least reading one book a week in that area, in that field. But this is where my bias comes in. I really believe everything rises and falls on,
I don't know.
Leadership. So yeah, yes, leadership. So for me personally, the hardest person to lead now is myself. Because I can't lie to myself. I'm always with me. So leadership is where I push and I strive in. So leadership is my niche or my speciality. And I have, in addition to reading books, I have mentors. This is another critical thing. That is ahead of you, that can mentor you, that can teach you, that can make you accountable now. But in order to be and have a mentor, you need to have a humbleness about you. And when you have a humbleness, you must get and you have someone ahead of you teaching you now, then that's a beautiful combination of personal development or growth. So these are two ways.
Yeah,
that's a great question. And I personally, I have mentors not only in Australia this year, I have mentors all around the world now.
So how do you find your mentor? I think that the question is, how do you find your mentor?
Yeah. I think, again, it's different for everybody. You have to be someone that some mentor now. Because those who are ahead of you now, they're very busy. Those that are ahead of you now, waste now. But the ones ahead of you, they always want to leave a legacy. Clear the next generation now. But they're not going to waste their time on someone who's not reliable or ready. So let me give you an example. So, for example, I have a lot of mentors, but one of my mentors is someone in America. And if my mentor in America says, "Okay, Sifu Johnny, I've got a free time at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, 1 o'clock in the morning," my answer is not, "Oh no, I can't make that. Can you change it to 6:30 my time in the afternoon?" My answer is yes, I will be there, and I will make it happen. So to find mentors, you have to have a humbleness and an eagerness where you work on their schedule. They never work on your schedule.
Yeah, and I suppose it's commitment too, isn't it? You need commitment as well, right?
It's not only commitment. This year, you need to show fruits now. Or in other words,
serious.
This is what you said.
Yeah.
This is what I did. This is where I've improved. And you give them feedback.
Can you?
And as you give feedback like that,
can you share with us one of your example of your, what your mentor, asked you to do, and you have successfully done it, if you can?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of examples. This year, something simple is, we believe that we need to lead leaders, not just lead followers. It's no good and then you code yusu. You're young those then young so and then talk again, go back up to my mentor and explain to him, and now he's now leading somebody. Now there's 3 or 4 or 5 generations down now.
Wow.
So
congratulations.
So that's the growth there, because and that's something that is 2 Timothy 2:2.
Sure. Quý bảo thì có rồi có cô follow có thì rồi có John Maxwell lại bây giờ là cái tuổi thì cái mentor thế này thì có cái những join the leadership đó program thế bây giờ.
I joined his leadership program and I read a lot of his books, maybe every single one of his books.
So có share các kind of which book is your favorite book?
Your thoughts on leadership and John Maxwell. The first book I could recommend to everybody is The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
Right.
The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. It's a very easy read. And if you have steps, to be an effective leader.
Can you share just a few of the share share on top of wait a minute, while your leadership is
well, let me share the very first lesson. The very first lesson is he calls it the law of the lid. The law of the lid, no. No. So to take on your tie now, your block now. Everyone. You look kuna. It's you go to deal now. A go leadership body no now. Jokuna cannot get past you. So go your June. Improve na go your raise go lead na go your improve personal development go your gain na go your improve to go improve then your good if not then you only go your lead a Taylor now, and that can and that can be translated to your workplace or your family.
Right. Second rule.
That's a law of the lid.
Yeah. What about the second
rule? Yeah. So another rule is the law of navigation. The law of navigation states that you go to Taiwan, go to you can't say as the leader na to Taiwan okay, no what I this is you can't be like that. Now, the law of navigation says that you don't have to get it right. Start saying, "Go you to walk your tamlina." This is go you to Toyota go you to it's okay. And as you take those steps, you need your get now. You mama long. But you can't, as the leader now, just say, "Hey, oh, kuchipao." You'll be God and start blaming people. You can't do that. So good leaders understand the law of navigation. They're always finding a way. always finding a way. Just like yourself, sister. Only more coronavirus. So you're on Zoom now. You got to find a way.
To expose, right?
Yeah.
So the which is sad that she now pay more. Yeah, the coronavirus that which is Zoom. So you kind of have to be very great. Now, do you really find like the Shina like Kasati Kaluna, the Shina got so like a genius watching it? What's your plan? I think basically, what is your future plan?
Yeah. You know, my life statement or my life purpose is to equip, is to encourage, and is to empower. 3 E's. Every single person that comes into contact with me now, they will walk away feeling either one of these 3 things or all of these 3 things: encouraged, empowered, encouraged, empowered, or equipped to do something. Now, my life purpose is simply to raise up more leaders. Now, that's my passion. Got passion. You got Hmong now. Not just our Hmong people, but the next generation. Got low show though, and
có hay ta chỉบอกให้leader bây giờ leader nhá cho họ này cho kiến chân xí mà là leader in general.
No, it goes beyond John Jeng. It's in general. I've had many people that go mentor that John Jeng, and I see their lives very successul in many ways.
So
this is my heart and passion.
So có bây giờ thì có mấy call like do you run a leadership class? Like so that people, so that if people who wants to perhaps they want to learn how to be a better leader, not that they're not they're a good leader, but they want to be a better leader, right? So they can actually come and join you. Is that something that you offering? Or?
Yeah, Kuku in Brisbane, Kuku very regularly. Again, Christians and non-Christians come and join. I'm thinking Kuku Sahatia Inutonde. I might do something online, but for now, I've got
what other projects?
A lot of
too many things in your hand.
So, at the moment, we have a big building project.
All right. So, okay, that's really good. So now, since you're a very busy man, right? Probably take us to like one day. What do you do in a day? It's just that you have so many things all around here. Take us through one day, one working day of Seafood Johnny.
Okay, well, you wake up in the morning. I normally wake up about Hmong, Jomong, and I'll have my quiet time. So kuku nyeng balaku, kuku tabachu. I will pray. Kuku tabachu chukati pong you. My family, the church. I'll lift them all to God in prayer and talk about you. So that's the first thing I do every morning. And pray. And then I'm a big believer in physical exercise. Yeah. So after prayer, then we'll always exercise. Either go to the gym or go for a jog. Exercise. I will always be listening to either a book or a sermon or something motivational now. So kuka morning, kuka morning, I make sure that spiritually, kuku do something spiritually, kuku long got mentally, kuku do something, and physically could do something. So I start my day always yawning though. And then after my cold shower, I have a cold shower after. Then maybe around 7:30, I come and start doing my thinking work. And for me personally, kutukeng, I think best in the morning. After a good exercise workout and a cold shower. So maybe for the next 2 or 3 hours, I will be preparing messages. I will be thinking about topics. At the moment, I'm in the middle of writing 2 books. So show up on the here, I could be writing that. And then after that, I'll have something to eat. And then after that meal is normally my time to now more titao penjeng. So when I say titao penjeng, it could be something like a phone call.
You follow up.
You follow up. You go and whatever it is until midday, and then after midday, I normally, if I can, I normally have a half an hour or 1 hour nap. A half an hour to 1 hour nap. No,
2 hours.
Yeah, between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Lucia, I normally have an intentional nap. The reason why I could have intentional nap is because I also minister at nighttime. Because so the last thing I want is to mushelo e kungengna. So with this nap, it gives me a bounce and a boost to be able to serve mupa, kia, to, tova, judo, whoever needs it as well at nighttime after they come back from work. And then before we go sleep, of course, my wife and myself, just to bless everybody and just to have God's blessing upon them.
Thank you.
So that's a typical day.
Thank you. So rong cái nó có cú ya tiệt các cú busy cần cầu li inu nào bây giờ các cú oleh hay tháo vát chữ ba thì nó bỏ phụ bỏ chỗ đó bây giờตั้งแต่ที่สิ天嘛看到个rong cần cầu li oleh hay vấn đề thử ya chủ nó cứ谈的vấn đề thử ya chủ nó này các họ bỏ cho nó chỉ nó các sai tiệt và cứ chỉ tao cover là các sai tiệt chỉ cho cái nó các họ sai hay đó bây giờ lùa là ya tiệt hay đó chân nó tiệtแต่是呢，了，当只这个牛血呢，那些你呢，还个了哈，没给个鲜味多啊，给这个抓住鲜了个。
Yeah, look, I guess your high lu chiseno lua. It would be this. It would be to appreciate those that have gone before you. It is so important to understand this. And what happens is we now see our parents differently. I've seen it in my life. And blessing once someone being gashiana. So I guess the blessing I could give is gratitude. You go have gratitude in so many ways that we don't have time to cover. But gratitude and appreciation, your walk especially in this coronavirus situation, to have a sense of gratitude. So I guess I'd like to pass that on to
Okay. 我唱到那师傅Johnny 的个我个讲的端头杯讲我都给他杯นู่นกู这点杯讲你呢我朋友我了些点对面有了些真的ที่จะกูว่าแต่เนี่ยเนี่ยอะไรอยู่到可到师傅 Johnny จะรู้เนาะให้จะรู้ชื่อ很跟เกาหลีแต่我唱到的กันนะรู้些นะ师傅 Johnny OK 拜拜星期六
Yeah,
我唱到了